It's like, why do they have to?
But what's the
fish
difference
markets?
between, I don't know.
You know,
I
I
mean,
don't
even,
know.
I don't know, maybe they could just make a list of it, because when they, if I go in there and I come back from the classroom and I've got a bunch of tallies,
Right.
what does that mean to me? I'm
Then they
fine.
know what.
Well, that's what you
is
ask
in.
them.
Yeah.
That's what you ask them. So we found
I don't know
out.
if they could remember. Like when we did it last time, you said for them to make drawings of each.
Right.
That was more helpful.
Right. But if you have the
when they-
drawings,
If
you have
you
the,
remember, they went to their journals and they started
I
putting
do.
up their
I
journals.
do. I absolutely
That
do.
was really useful
Mm-hmm.
for them to do because they had a reference.
Right. I remember that.
I
but
just feel like tallies.
but what if they did what you're saying first? All right. So they're doing observations. They're doing drawings of what they observed. Okay. Then after they do that, then you go back again and then you tally it. All right. And then you come back and you look at the tally marks and you say, let's see, maybe we could put this into a way that's easier to look at. And so you work on them with making a graph, and maybe that's a center that's going to use it and make up a graph for it, all right? And then you look at it with the kids and interpret it, and that's a whole discussion. Why would there be only one clothing stall? I don't know what they have, but also they have like 2 fish stalls, 3 fruit stalls, and then the kids have to think about it, like, what do people really need? What do they need when they go to the market, There's a barber there. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the kids notice that there was a barber
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
He's a,
But we never. I know whenever we went, they were never there.
yeah, it's a crazy looking
we,
barber
we've,
shop.
Got it.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yep.
I think Micah could come up with something. They're into tally.
Yeah.
Yeah, us too.
I know,
mean,
they
we've
love the
been-
tallying, yeah.
We've been doing tallies since September.
But this is purposeful tallying, right? For like maybe if they're going to make up. So okay, you discovered that there are 2 fish stalls and only 1 clothing stall and all that, and now they're going to go and they're going to recreate the market in the block center. So they have all this information. So they know that when they recreate the market, they're going to need to recreate 2 fish stalls, right? 1 clothing stall, 3 fruit stalls, and they can check it off on their graph to show that, okay, we've done these 3, so they're kind of really going back and using their graph as a research document for what their construction. And so that's another thing is like, using the block center to represent the market. So, So if you have who goes to the market and why, and you have down their families, what are they going to do with that?
Well, I think it's something maybe they can interview.
Okay, so maybe you have to write that.
Interview anyone. Any interview.
All right.
People they may know. Maybe we can ask.
Even
And
to.
I think they could. It's a good time
Even
to put
themselves.
down their own experiences.
All right, personal
Personal
experiences, and that's like a personal narrative that they might be writing. Isn't there a cafe at the market? I see people sitting and eating, like when
the
you.
cheese place, isn't there? The cheese place at the very.
But I think also on the Rivington Street side, all right, maybe it's just they have like a muffin place or something and coffee, but there are places where people are sitting and eating and drinking coffee. If you go in there the next time, look at it. So that might be something to kind of think about, that, this market is also different than Key Food or wherever they go around here, because it also has a cafe or a place for people to actually sit down and eat something. And So, maybe when I'm here the next time, we could look at this. We didn't get a chance today, but we can look at this along with the Common Core and kind of get a sense of how this might, the opportunities for this to kind of relate to it. I don't like starting with the Common Core. I want to start with this and then see, because I think that if you do this really well, it's going to do it. It's going to do it. But we have to really kind of think, well, okay, well, maybe there's some things we're not doing that we really could be doing,
Or they can create their own signs for their own market. For their market.
Yes.
Right, maybe a science center.
Which is what I did for the fish. That was our science.
Okay, so where would you put that in here? Like an observation center
Observation
of different things.
But that was so cool because they cut it open. It was gruesome and cool at the same time.
So maybe over here, like to have a buy and observe center. To buy something and observe it, and to explore it in the science center. So even if you had like tomatoes, like 3 different kinds of tomatoes that they kind of looked at it before it was cut open, cutting them open.
Awesome that now our snacks.
You have healthy
all
stuff.
All we get is
Garden.
fruits and vegetables is all we have.
Yeah, fruits and vegetables. Like today we had celery
Uh-huh.
and we had tomatoes.
And do the kids like it?
Sometimes
they'll
yes,
get to.
sometimes no.
Yeah, now they're getting more used to it.
That's good.
But it's nice because it really
It goes together with this,
It's
right,
part of our market
absolutely.
study. So they get to enjoy the fruits.
Another thing you could do here in terms of like the buying of the products is, there's this book, Stone Soup. Like maybe to read Stone Soup and then
You have it?
to buy the things at the market
I do.
that you could, like
You have
it's
it?
not a lot, like a potato,
Long time ago, yeah.
to make Stone Soup in the classroom.
No, but none of you have it, right?
Not now.
I
But
might.
it's an easy book to get.
They might even have it in the
Sure, it's our
library.
yes.
Yeah.
So,
What other things?
Yeah. it's yeah, I'm sure we have it.
So what do you think? You think this is a good, do
Yeah.
you have a sense? Oh, you said Rhonda got scales for you?
Yeah,
Scale.
food like I think they're like, are they? Yeah, you can actually put stuff on the top.
I loved that time when I came in your room and a little boy was describing a scale,
Oh,
and he
yes.
said it was a
Ricardo.
scale that had the
clock on it.
clock on it. But his reasoning for having the clock was so beautiful. Did you hear that? You or I, one of us said, why would there be a clock on the scale? And he said, well, so you would know how long the fruit should stay in it. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. But that would be interesting kind of scale to really look at. I guess we don't have that kind, but
No, and they didn't have it at the Essex Street Market.
Because
They
everything
usually
goes on
had it
top.
at the yeah.
I wonder where we could get a scale like that. That would be so.
I've seen it just on the street.
You mean like where the street vendor?
Yeah, that's
So they could go
Yeah.
and explore the
Yeah.
street vendor's scale,
Yeah.
You've seen that on the street vendor, really?
yeah the one between going to the
Train station?
train station.
Yeah, that's where I bought the.
Yeah. But when it
Clementines.
was warm, whenever it's been warm, I haven't seen them since, but when it's warm. So this,